Hey guys, Henry here again, and welcome back to our channel and to another episode of Apparel Academy. In the last episode of Apparel Academy, which you can find in the description below, I talked all about embroidery machine training, the questions you need to ask before purchasing your machine, and the questions you should ask during your initial embroidery training to make sure that you're comfortable with your machine. In this episode, I'll go over what's next and what ongoing education and continuous support is available after the training is complete to make sure that you're comfortable with your machine and that you have access to the information and technical support when you need it most. Let's jump right in. As I mentioned before, the need for ongoing education beyond your initial training or even the first few weeks of training is super critical because nobody becomes an embroidery expert in just a couple of weeks. And that's precisely why we have so many YouTube tutorials on Embroidery Hub on our channel showcasing how to do certain projects, what are some tips and tricks on metallic thread, or different other types of projects that you can actually try out for yourself and kind of expand your horizon and improve your skills. Additionally, this is precisely why we have an annual conference called Deco Summit, where we have a 2 to 3 day conference and gather a lot of embroiderers and other custom apparel decorators under one single roof so that they can share tips, tricks, and their knowledge in the industry. So not only are you learning from us, from the people that you are purchasing the machine from, you're also learning from others that are within the network. So moving on to the next phase, now that you're really comfortable with your machine and you've gotten to get the hang of it and pumped out a lot of orders and have practice, what's next? If you want to learn more about technical training and the technical aspects of troubleshooting, more advanced troubleshooting, what are your options there? That's also a question that I get a lot because people that are more advanced with their machinery or have been doing this for a long time really want to kind of dive deep into how the machine works and more of the advanced troubleshooting methods. And we teach that at not only our Deco Summit event, as I mentioned before, where we have an extra day just for those type of people, or we actually host them on a regular basis depending on demand. So if the company you're buying from offers technical training for more advanced levels, that's going to be huge for you as you progress in your career in this field. One of the questions that you want to find out during the purchase of your new embroidery machine is whether the company offers support. And you want to find out what type of support is included if they do offer support. Is the support for the lifetime and the duration of you owning the machine? What about having after hours or extended hours of support so you can call, late in the evening if you have a question? What about on the weekends? If you have a question working on a Saturday or a Sunday, do you have someone live to talk to without waiting for the Monday to come around? All of those questions are important questions to ask because having the right support that fits your needs, especially as a new beginner and a new embroiderer in this industry, is going to be critical to ensure your success long term. For example, us here at Ricoma, we offer 7 days a week and after-hour support. So our support hours actually go from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. This is going to be super helpful for those of you that are just starting out, and many people that I've seen who are starting out in this business like to do this as a side job or a part-time gig while holding their full-time day job. So you can imagine going to your day job for 8 to 10 hours and then coming back home and pumping out some orders late in the evening. You can have someone to talk to if you run into an issue or just don't know how to do something. Also, people are cranking out orders on the weekend because that's when they have the downtime from their full-time day job. So on the weekend, you also have someone to talk to, a live technician that can guide you through any troubleshooting that you might have or just how to do something or a particular project. Finally, are there open support groups? Because just like Deco Summit, which is the in-person event that we have annually, you also want to make sure that there are open forums and open support groups that you can join so that you can learn from others online. This is why we have 2 support groups here at Ricoma, one called Ricoma Connect, which is a dedicated support group for Ricoma customers only, and another support group called Embroidery and Custom Apparel Mastery, which is a much larger general support group for people of all different backgrounds and all types of machines. So in there, I've actually seen people ask different questions about how to do certain projects or how to embroider on caps, how to price your items, or other general industry questions such as where to buy the cheapest blanks. These are going to be helpful ongoing resources for you to be able to have access to and gain that insight and knowledge from others in the industry along with our staff and our team here. All right, so that's the list of frequently asked questions that I get revolving around training and ongoing support, as well as some of the considerations and questions that you should be asking during your purchase process. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video that embroidery is not plug and play. As with anything in life, whether that's business or a personal achievement, nothing worthwhile doing is going to be easy. So while a lot of you might be intimidated before getting started in this industry, I would hope that after watching this video, it gives you some hope and not be discouraged by jumping into this business. As long as you ask the right questions, make sure that you're getting that dedicated training and support, and make sure that you have the ongoing education, I'm sure that you will succeed in this business. Now, while training and support is only half of the equation, the other half really comes from you. You really have to dedicate yourself to the craft and practice to perfect it. And as one of our most successful customers, Robert Walker, has said, you have to take it one stitch at a time. You have to know that the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. But you can always rest assured that we here at Ricoma, our support staff, our team here, will be with you every step of the way. That's what all these videos and resources and the ongoing support is there for, to make sure that you can succeed and scale up in your business. All right, guys, so I hope you found this information helpful. As I mentioned before, we do have that Facebook group, Embroidery and Custom Apparel Mastery. If you're interested in joining that and learning from others, there's over now 18,000 embroiderers and custom apparel decorators in there sharing their knowledge and tips. I've actually put the link to that group in the description below, so feel free to join there. I'm actually very active in there myself, answering questions and helping out others, so hope to chat with you there. Also, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram at RicomaHQ. Make sure to follow us there. We post there daily, so you can be a part of that conversation there and check out the latest in the world of custom apparel. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.